Lotus used to be a British sports car manufacturer that made the best driving experiences in the world. Colin Chapman, the founder of Lotus and the divine prophet of sports car design, held a philosophy towards his designs that maintained his superiority on track and on the road, to simplify and add lightness. His design philosophy produced extreme handling-centric cars with often zero interior frills to help keep the car as light as possible. His engineering genius was even enough to permanently alter the way aerodynamics were perceived and implemented into Formula One. Everything was sacrificed in the name of power to weight and unrivaled cornering ability, and it paid off. Legendary names like the Exige, Elise, Elan, Evora, and so on were born from Chapman's beautiful legacy and his talented hands and mind. So why, Lotus, is nothing I just said evident in anything you currently fucking make? Yep, that is the latest and greatest abortion that has crawled out from the Lotus factory. Born of a corporate dystopia and coated in a thick layer of EV malaise. That is the Electro. I think it's pronounced the Electro. I don't know anymore. All of their names are getting more and more far-fetched with each passing year. I honestly just give up at this point. Now, it doesn't take much looking at this thing to realise that this is an SUV that spawned from the hands of the people that are supposed to be making this. Alright, now this is where I'd go into an in-depth analysis about where everything went wrong. But let's be real, boys, there's only one finger to point here, isn't there?
Who's that Pokemon? It's
China!
Geely Auto Group. Great name, by the way, feels like a synonym for feeling disgusted or repulsed, is a Chinese conglomerate that strives to encompass as much of the West's auto market as possible. Since around 2017, Lotus saw their company largely in the hands of the one country I wouldn't trust with manufacturing anything. Since then, they've killed off the Elise and the Evora in favour of developing sellers electric Chinesium shite. These two examples in particular, the electric sedan and the SUV, are particularly awful and really accentuate the identity crisis that I see Lotus having at the moment. But I seem to be the only person that notices, because whenever one of these is a new release, hordes of auto journalists flock to them with high praise, and I don't understand. They lull customers into thinking that everything is okay, when not even the specialist brands like Lotus have their own say or identity anymore. They exist in a state of oppression as they're forced to squeeze out these pathetic excuses for cars to satiate the desires of their new corporate overlords. Some wouldn't say that it's not all bad. Look at the Emira and the Avaya. I mean, come on, you look at the Avaya! It's a blatant play to get all the auto journalists off with 100,000 horsepower electric car, oh my god. And the Emira is just one of their previous flagship models, but heavier and slower. It has a Mercedes 2-litre 4-cylinder at 8-speed automatic. Things could be so much better, but people are growing complacent. And I'm tired of it! Something needs to change soon, or we won't have anything left at all. It's like the source of my suffering always loops back to the tightening shackles of our new Chinese overlords invading our countries from within. Like I said previously, the introduction of so many Chinese brands amidst the closure of Australia's most beloved and cost-effective manufacturer has brought forth a new age of misery and mass consumer tripe. I pray something changes, and I beg of you to join me in condemning their actions on any of their platforms. Now look, I fully understand that the Electre is largely, and the sedan, whatever the fuck that's called, largely exist to help make the company profitable again, right? But isn't that the fucking point of getting, just selling yourself out to Geely in the first place? Is there no other alternative? Really? I don't know, man. I can't stand to see Lotus assume the fate of MG more and more. All I want is to finally end the downfall of Lotus.